Next time you eat at Steak and Shake, beware. There's a common garnish that employees have used for their own amusement, and it's not the only thing that you should avoid. In-N-Out is often recognized for its 4x4, a monster-sized burger with 4 patties shoved between a single bun. But have you heard of Steak and Shake's 7x7? As the name suggests, a whopping 7 cheesy steak burger patties are stacked together and housed in bread. Originally introduced as part of a specialized late-night menu, the jaw-dropping burger became a staple, and as you would expect, plenty of consumers were daring one another to order and finish it. But employees have a bit of a queasy feeling regarding the gargantuan burger. On a Reddit post featuring a photo of the culinary monster masterpiece, one former employee commented, "Oh man, I used to work here as a server, and every time someone ordered one of these things, our cooks would get so pissed, and the customer never felt very good afterwards. Hope you felt okay."
So, I'm gonna throw up. I ate too much cheese.
Another employee piggybacked off this comment, adding that customers at their location were prohibited from ordering the beast-like sandwich in the drive-thru because of how impossible it was to wrap. So if you do ignore the original employee's advice and head to your nearest Steak and Shake to take on the 7x7 challenge, be prepared to sit in the dine-in section to do so, and to take in over 1,600 calories of pure grease. Your taste buds may be happy, but your stomach will likely not. French fries are the classic companion to a burger, and there's nothing like pulling out a fresh, crispy fry when you pull away from the pickup window of your favorite fast food restaurant. But if that restaurant happens to be Steak and Shake, you may want to think twice. Employees surprisingly warn against the chain's potato side. This is because there is reportedly a chance they may sit out for a while before being scooped onto your plate or into your bag. On Reddit, one consumer inquired about the freshness of the fries, explaining, "Every time I've been to Steak and Shake, my fries have been lukewarm and floppy. What's up with that?" A worker responded, "If it's third shift, they're almost always dropped fresh. Second shift ranges anywhere from 5 minutes, and I kid you not, I have seen fries sit there for this long, up to an hour. If it's first, the chances are higher they're fresher than in second. But it could range anywhere from 5 minutes to 20 minutes. Always ask for fresh fries." Though the idea of soggy old fries is less than appealing, knowing you can request fresh on your next order is at least encouraging. The Steak and Shake chili is one that has inspired countless copycat recipes online, a testament to its popularity. But while consumers may find it delicious, hearty, and flavorful, employees are reportedly singing a different tune. Many, upon being let in on the secret of its preparation, feel nothing but, well, grossed out by the popular dish. One employee on Reddit said, "Don't get me started on their chili and how it's prepped. Worked there when I was 16, and it took several years for me to even think about eating their food again." On a separate thread, another alleged worker divulged, "The only thing that ever grossed me out was how they used to make chili. We actually used burger meat for it. It was good, but I just did not want to see it made." A third former employee claimed they had ruined Steak and Shake chili for their spouse after giving full details as to its preparation. Interestingly, none of these employees actually went on to describe what it was that was so grotesque about this mysterious process. So it may be best to just skip the chili next time you're at Steak and Shake.
We serve chili 3-way and we serve chili 5-way. What happened to the chili 4-way?
Garlic is one of those flavors people either love or hate, but Steak and Shake certainly catered to those who love it when it debuted the Garlic Double Steakburger. Simple in its makeup, consisting of basic steak burgers topped with melted cheese, the thing that really sets it apart is the delectable layer of garlic butter spread. Topped off with a sprinkle of garlic salt on the bun itself, the burger is set up to be a favorite product of garlic lovers everywhere. However, it appears that Steak and Shake employees are not among the Garlic Double Steakburger's biggest fans. When one consumer on Reddit eagerly asked how to recreate it at home, a self-proclaimed long-term employee answered, "Literally make some homemade garlic aioli, it'll be better than our garlic spread, and use some garlic salt on top of your bun. If you can generally cook, I'm sure what you make will probably be better." All this, of course, implies that the Garlic Double Steakburger is really nothing to shake a stick at. And considering that it's priced on the higher end for a fast food burger, it sounds like you won't be getting enough bang for your buck. As fun as it may be to consume the Steak and Shake milkshakes, they are apparently not so fun to make. According to employees, being on ice cream duty is a bit of a dirty job. One person who worked at Steak and Shake noted on Reddit, "To be honest, I hated the shakes there. Not necessarily because of the product itself, but I got tired of getting covered in ice cream all the time. I never got shakes. And aside from this overall sticky assembly, employees also repeatedly bring up issues with the quality of the ice cream product, which many describe as being a little subpar. On a separate thread, one employee noted the dullness of the recipe, explaining, "The shakes are made from a mixture of low butterfat ice cream or shake base, 2 ounces or so of milk, and whatever flavor syrup you ordered." This is corroborated by many consumers too. On a Reddit post, one customer questioned whether or not Steak and Shake's milkshakes were overrated, and another user responded with, "They used to be made with real ice cream. Now? Blech." The famous Steak and Shake Steakburgers are sometimes called out for having a little too much grease. And what happens when a slab of greasy cooked beef is slapped up against a soft, bready bun? That's right, the wetness soaks right in. Some may not think a sopping bun is particularly appetizing, but thankfully, there's a way to cut down on the risk of soggy bread by toasting it. Toasting creates a crispness that serves as a protective barrier against grease absorption. And while workers at Steak and Shake are technically supposed to toast every burger bun that goes out to customers, it doesn't always happen. One Reddit user asked, "Why are the burgers so greasy? Can't you drain them or something before you slap it on the bun?" A worker went on to divulge that the greasiness of the steak burgers can be attributed to the flat grill used in the Steak and Shake kitchens. This is opposed to a tilted one, which might promote better draining. Additionally, the buns, which are meant to be thrown on these grills before assembly to prevent them from absorbing so much grease, very scarcely find themselves heated. This is not lost on consumers either. One user on a Facebook post from Steak and Shake's official page said, "Start making your stores toast their buns. It's nasty without the buns being toasted." As many fans know, Steak and Shake not only provides the classic sit-down restaurant experience, but it also has a quick-service drive-thru window. And according to workers at Steak and Shake, drive-thru orders may be of lower quality than those brought to the tables of in-house seated customers. One employee on Reddit explained, "You just have to get it dine-in. If you get the drive-thru version, it is very hastily assembled. Cheese unmelted, bread barely toasted at all." And another worker's word on a separate thread seems to corroborate this. They stated, "We're primarily a restaurant first, with a drive-thru second, according to my GM." They also confessed that while their instructed goal time for getting food out to customers in the drive-thru was a measly 2 minutes, the ideal waiting time for seated customers was closer to 8 minutes. One can easily imagine the difference in food quality those 6 extra minutes might make.
I'm the drive-thru guy. You need the counter guy.
Raw chicken tenders from Steak and Shake reads the title of a horrifying Reddit thread in which a consumer posts a picture of breaded, pink and slimy chicken, which is without a doubt unsafe to eat. Another customer below the photo claimed, "I've gotten chicken sandwiches like this before too." Unfortunately, this non-cooked poultry incident is far from being an isolated one at this burger chain. Chicken has repeatedly been a problem for the fast food restaurant, and one incident was so damaging, it resulted in the closing of a location in Ohio in 2019. In this particular chicken fiasco, the health department was led to the front doors of its local Steak and Shake after a string of customers reported being served raw poultry orders. The report detailed that, among other health code violations, an employee had, in fact, served completely raw chicken tenders from the freezer as opposed to the cooked ones in the fryer basket. Given this mishap, in conjunction with many others, it's perfectly understandable if staff and everyday customers alike choose to avoid chicken orders from Steak and Shake.
They call it the Royale with cheese.
The Royale Burger can be a bit of a controversial menu pick for one reason and one reason alone: the fried egg sitting atop the double burger patties. On Steak and Shake's official Facebook page, one user commented, "Eggs have their place, and it's not on a steak burger." Some, however, can't get enough of the combination, and many fast food and sit-down restaurants alike offer their own takes on a Royale Burger. When it comes to Steak and Shake's version, which includes bacon, tomato, and lettuce alongside meat patties and a cooked egg round, some employees surprisingly seem to side with that original Facebook commenter. In a Reddit thread in which an employee vowed to answer any Steak and Shake related questions, one curious customer asked for their thoughts on the Royale Burger. The employee responded, "The egg on it is a turnoff. I love the Wisconsin though." If you too are not a fan of having a fried egg on your burger, Perhaps you'll want to take this employee's recommendation and try the Wisconsin Buttery Steakburger. Without a doubt, Steak 'n Shake's Frisco melt is the most consumer-celebrated item on the menu. But what makes this particular sandwich stand out from all the other fast food variants of patty melts out there? That would be the Frisco sauce drizzled within, the taste of which has enticed customers for years. Consumers on Reddit were eager to know the secret behind this magical sauce. But according to an employee, it's really nothing more than Thousand Island dressing. Another employee confessed also worked at a Steak 'n Shake. The came out of a bag with the label 1K Island Dress. It tastes like any other Thousand Island I've had. They call it Frisco sauce on the menu, but it's the same dressing servers give out for salad. Some customers went on to debate this, insisting that there must be some additional zesty ingredient mixed in. And an employee on another thread claimed that extra kick was a hint of French dressing in the Thousand Island Frisco sauce. Whether or not this is true, it would seem that the sauce we have romanticized is nothing more than a dressing you could buy at the store. The cherry on top is the finishing touch of any well-crafted ice cream creation, including all Steak 'n Shake milkshakes. Whether you order vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, or any of the specialty flavors, your creamy frozen treat will be served with a bright red maraschino cherry on top. While that burst of color is certainly a welcome sight, it seems that it may not be the most hygienic one, according to employees. A former worker on Reddit admitted, "One that always went on is cherry tossing. Sometimes we'd get bored and toss the cherries to each other down the line and catch them in our mouths. The only thing to take from this is that the fountainhead usually never wears gloves, and they're always sticking their hand into the cherries. Yikes. Well, you may decide to peel the cherry off the top of your next milkshake. Will it be enough to stop you from ordering the popular dessert during your next trip to Steak 'n Shake? Only you can decide.